YouTube was going, man. Today's video is going to be a little different. I'll just be talking to you guys. You know what I'm saying? No vlog for today, but I'm gonna just chop it up with y'all because y'all are like family. So I figured we might as well just have this conversation to get to know me on a deeper level. Now, from the title and thumbnail, y'all can see that today I'll be talking about my high school football experience from freshman through senior year. I won't go into every little detail because this video will be over an hour long. But if you guys want some more detail, possibly let me know down below. But before we start the video, I just want to say I appreciate you guys for showing love to the channel. Keep liking, keep subscribing, keep commenting, and giveaway at 200 subs. But with that being said, let's get into the video. So for starters, freshman year I went to Hamilton High West. Other words, Hamilton High School West, in Hamilton, New Jersey. For all my people that are in Hamilton or have been to Hamilton, that's one of the 3 high schools. I went there because it was literally across the street from where I was living at the time, so it just made sense, you know what I'm saying? But coming in as a freshman, I didn't expect much, but I just knew that I always wanted to play high school football because I would see the games going on every Saturday and stuff like that, so I was just excited to be out there. I loved the game for so long, and I just couldn't wait to be a part of it on the high school level. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, freshman year started out good. I was on the freshman team as an offensive lineman. Now, for some reason, my coach, my freshman year, did not put me on the defensive line because I feel like that was my natural position at the time, because honestly, I've played both sides of the offensive line since I could remember, but I feel like I would dominate more as a defensive tackle / nose tackle, but that's neither here nor there. Sorry if there's a noise in the background because it's an airplane flying by. But freshman year came and went. I met some cool people at first. Then I got bumped up to JV probably, I want to say probably like with like 4 or 5 games left in the season. And of course I finished out my freshman year with my teammates, but when that was over, I would finish out the regular season playing on JV. Now, as a freshman, I'm excited because where I'm from, the JV is anyone from like sophomore up, and I was just excited to play with people that were bigger, stronger, a little faster than me, and just older than me, like in general. Like, I just wanted to see the level of competition rise. And after I got used to it the first game, man, I felt like I could do it on that level consistently. Playing on JV was fun, I'm not gonna lie. And I experienced so many things that year, and what propelled me going into sophomore year, I just wanted to add on to the momentum I already had from my freshman year. So I was in the gym every single day after school. Postseason freshman year, I was not coming home till near 4:45 because we had to live, run, and do all the extra stuff. The off-season workouts, I was getting ready. I was the first one in, the last one to leave. I was just super locked in. Like, that's all that mattered. Freshman year, and then when basketball season came around freshman year, I did stop with the workouts to go play basketball, and that's a different story for another video if y'all like want my high school basketball story. But with that being said, going into sophomore year, I was just trying to prove myself again to the older guys and to gain their respect. Sophomore year, I believe that was my first ever chance to play varsity as a sophomore. But that did not go as planned, and I started one game. Wait, I'm so sorry. I got the years mixed up. Guys, what I'm talking about now is my junior year, so let's backtrack a little bit to sophomore year. Sophomore year, I played all JV as a starter. Oh, freshman year, I was a starting guard. Sophomore year, I was a starting guard as well. Now, with my personal experience, I have played every single position on the offensive line. So I was cool with playing center, which I happen to play now, guard, and tackle. But sophomore year, it was smooth. I forget the record, but we only lost like 2-3 games max. Now, but I did, however, play on varsity, but only on special teams. So my week was kind of hectic. I would practice all week, play varsity, and then come back and play JV that following Monday or Tuesday. Playing on varsity with all the seniors and the juniors and stuff was pretty fun. But of course, I only got in on extra point or field goal, and I feel like they just used me as a big body, because at that time I was like, I believe I grew to like 6 foot maybe, and I was like 295 or something like that. Like I was near like 300 depending on the day and stuff like that. But yeah, so that whole year came and went. The varsity team, they did okay. They weren't like playoff bound, so at the end of the year we played a consolation game, and then after that, the last game of the year is was their annual Thanksgiving game. Now, this is where everything starts to get real tricky. Now I'm saying junior year. Now, sophomore year off season, I didn't play basketball. I didn't try out for wrestling. Nothing. I just was strictly working. Like I got my first job ever as a cashier, but I was just going to workouts, running, doing all this stuff, just trying to be like a better player, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, off-season came and went. Now going into junior year, this is my prime year, you know what I'm saying? To all my football players and just athletes in general, this is the year where you should start to see colleges come in with the offers and come in with the interest and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That have been recruiting you for the past 2 years. First game of the season, y'all. No lie. First game of the season. I had my first ever start on varsity. Now, I'm not going to lie. I'm a nervous kid. I practiced with varsity, but the ones I was playing guard, I practiced with the varsity all camp. You know what I'm saying? Did all that hard grind. Got to the game. It was a home game, too, as a matter of fact. It was a home game, and, man, I was so nervous the first drive. Like, I had to get the jitters out, so I did not play my best ball, in my opinion, because obviously I wasn't used to the level of competition at that point. But after the first drive, got in again, second drive, we punted, and then, for some reason, I get taken out. And I'm just confused because I personally didn't feel like I did that bad, you know what I'm saying? So, like, and who they've replaced me with on the offensive line, in no shape to him, like, this isn't a diss or anything, but he was a sophomore. So I was just confused as to why, like, they decided to put a sophomore in my spot. So, like, but mind you, I've always been the type to never complain, to do my job, to get in, get out, and just put my head down and grind, you know what I'm saying? So I could have been a diva and went to the coaches and be like, how come this and that, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't, you feel me? I just continued to work, and as the season went on, I was only out there for special teams. So I'm like, all right, this is a prime year for me, so I can't afford to spend time on the bench. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up talking to the coaches, and what ended up happening was, for some reason, they felt like he was the better fit as an offensive guard. So at that point, I was devastated like a little bit, and I did have the attitude because I feel like personally, like I put in more work than him. But when a coach feels a certain way, there isn't anything really that can change with that, in my opinion. But I never complained, I never bitched, and I just kept working. You know what I'm saying? And that attitude I had towards my situation allowed me to earn a rotational spot on the defensive line. You know what I'm saying? And I felt right at home. For y'all that don't know, I started out as a defensive tackle, so being able to practice both offense and defensive line, like I really felt like Travis, like back in the day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was being able to play both sides of the ball. And I would say I didn't start at all that year after that. I can't remember because it was so long ago. Like, it's over 10 years ago. But I can't remember if I started the rest of the season or not on defense. But I probably didn't. But anyways, but when I did get in though, like I was doing my thing, y'all. Man, and it just felt good to hit somebody and to tackle and to just be on the dark side again, man. It felt amazing. My junior year, I feel like is where my recruiting took off. I didn't get any scholarship offers then, but I did get invited to like a bunch of junior days and stuff like that. I went to Lafayette. That's a D1 FCS MPA. I went to Monmouth camp. That's a D1 FCS in Jersey for all of those that are watching from Jersey. Y'all know where I'm talking about. And that's when I started to get a lot of mail from colleges, not the major D1s, but a few D1 FCS, a few HBCUs, and the rest were the local D3 schools. But nevertheless, I was grateful, you know what I'm saying, for all the love that I was getting. Now let's fast forward to after the season. So up until this point, I played varsity 2 years, you know what I'm saying? My sophomore and junior year. Now, at the end of the year, of course, every team, I'm sure, has some type of athletic or team banquet, you know what I'm saying? I got my second year varsity award, and I just felt like amazing after that and stuff like that. And after that season was over, I was with the same mentality, just keep grinding, keep working. You know what I'm saying? But with college recruiting wise, I was starting to get emails, texts, calls from all types of schools that I named. And that summer, I was getting mail to come out to camps from Savannah State. That's a D1 FCS and stuff like that. That might be D2 now. I'm not too sure. But let me know down below, please. But to be honest, y'all, in the back of my mind, I felt like I got done dirty. Like, I'm not gonna lie. And I literally witnessed, and again, I'm sorry if this may come off crazy or whatever, but it's the hardcore truth, and I'm not gonna hold it back. You know what I'm saying? But I've seen my head coach at the time stop colleges from recruiting guys, and it happened to me my junior year. The Lafayette coach that came to my high school, because I remembered him from visiting the campus and stuff like that. And I'm sure he came to talk to me and stuff like that, and possibly to recruit other people. Like, that's also possible, you know what I'm saying? But it was during my lunch period one day. Like, I saw him and my head coach talking at the time, and I just knew that he probably sent him away. But at the same time, also, I didn't have the best of grades, so I'll take accountability for that part. But regardless, like, with that, along with being pulled, and oh, I forgot to tell y'all, I got disrespected, in my opinion. I played a few JV games my junior year, Like, and at this point, I'm 6'2", 300 something pounds, playing JV. Like, I felt like I was playing with little ass kids. Like, I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course I'm dominating because I'm playing against sophomores and juniors who freaking suck. Basically, if we're being transparent. So, with everything I had to deal with that year, and me trying to chase a scholarship, so my family didn't have to pay a dime. You know what I'm saying? I decided it was best to take my talents across town to the other high school. Now, I feel like this move was the best move I could have made. You know what I'm saying? Because my senior year was a movie, guys. Like, that was the most fun I had playing football, like, in a while. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because my previous school and my new school for my senior year, they're rivals, you know what I'm saying? So, and of course with me going to the rival school, of course the online beef, Twitter stuff was going on, you know what I'm saying? So, that game was lit, I'm not gonna lie, but we'll get to that part. So, senior year comes. I don't have any scholarships set in at the moment, but I'm still chasing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still getting emails, texts, calls, and stuff like that. So, senior year comes, man, and on top of that, y'all, I was voted a captain by my coaching staff, man. Like, for a first-year guy to come in brand new as a captain, you know what I'm saying? That just meant the world to me, you know what I'm saying? And, like, to be a leader of men with me just being there for only a few months, like, that goes to show how you treat people is everything, and your integrity as a person, your character, your values, like, all that stuff matters. So if y'all can take anything from this video so far, just keep working, keep grinding, treat people good, and God will bless you in return. But about my senior year, we balled, you know what I'm saying? Like, those are my brothers. Like, I will go to war with them any day of the week. We started off the season 0-2, I believe, if I remember, because that was like 10 years ago. But we ended up finishing 4-4. And then we made it to the first round of the playoffs, but we got our ass whooped 35-0, sadly, in the first round. It was an away game on a Friday night. We had to drive all the way to North Jersey, I believe. I could be wrong. Carteret. That's probably North Jersey, I feel like. But anyways, we got our ass whooped, and that was my last game of my senior year, man. I lost 35-0. But the experience of the bus rides, the laughter, the tears, the hard work, the sweat, the blood, man, that made up for losing, I'm not gonna lie, man. And it being my last game ever as a high school player for my high school, I did shed a few tears, you know what I'm saying? Real thug tears, because I'm gangster. But I was just coming to the realization that it's really over, and I just love my God so much, man. But the accolades and stuff I got my senior year, I got Offensive Player of the Week as an offensive lineman. Now, to all my guys in the trenches, y'all know how hard that is to get Player of the Week for offense, because you have to beat out quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, and stuff like that. So, with me winning in a war like that, I felt like I was him. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm sure all my fellow offensive linemen know how that feels like to win in a war like that. Of course, I told you I was captain. And at the end of the year, I got co-most improved on offense. Now, I feel like I got that because I came in late, basically, and they didn't have a lot of expectations on me because I was the new kid on the block, you know what I'm saying? But that's all good because I just made whole lot of memories, and I'm just appreciative of all the things that I've learned on that journey. Now, with college recruiting at the time, I was blessed, fortunate enough to receive 2 scholarship offers. The first offer, my first ever scholarship offer, was to NAIA Kentucky Christian University. They offered me early in the year. But where I ended up signing to was my about 95% full ride to Division II Alderson Brothers. You know what I'm saying? When I told my mom I got a scholarship, like near full scholarship, like she was at work. I remember it as if it happened yesterday. She was at work. I told her, I called her, and she was crying at work, and everyone was just around me was like happy for me, because I'm the oldest, mind you, and this is something I've been chasing my entire life. You know what I'm saying? So like, having your mom cry on the phone, like happy tears, your dad happy for you, all family happy for you, man, that just meant the world to me. Like, I was like, God bless me so much, coming from so much adversity, and for him to bless me with a scholarship. Like, I signed on signing day. Like, I'll post the pictures of me signing and stuff like that. But man, to just like have that moment and experience, like, I'll never forget that, man. So senior year came and went. Then after that, I was off to college. But with that being said, man, I know my journey isn't the smoothest, you know what I'm saying? And I honestly prefer some adversity, so it could build character for me as a man, because football has taught me so many lessons that I'm very appreciative of, and I keep with me every single day, you know what I'm saying? I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I enjoyed giving y'all this story of my life, a very important part of my life, you know what I'm saying? And with that being said, if you guys want some more story times or just anything, let me know down below in the comments. But that's going to conclude today's video. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And we out. I'm the man in my end zone. You're the one that's not pretend, 'cause of two